We talked yesterday about oxidation numbers, and you watched a video last night of using the stock system to name binary molecular compounds. So, what we had previously done, we said binary molecular compounds consisted of two nonmetals. And we took these compounds and we gave them names using prefixes. So, the second way to name these binary molecular compounds is using the stock system. Now, it was kind of funny because yesterday on the entrance slip that we did, some people already were answering these using the stock system before they even wrote the video or watched the video. Okay? So some people were already doing this, not knowing how to do it yet, so to speak. And it's because it relates somewhat to the stock system we were using with metals, where we had the Roman numerals. Okay? I can assure you, when you take your test, there's going to be stuff just like this, where you're going to have to name it the prefix way, then you're going to have to name it the stock system way. So you're going to have to name it both ways on the test. So you need to know how to do both of them. Up top, okay, SCl6. Why don't you go ahead, write that down. We know how to do prefixes, so let's do this as a little check. Okay, a little checkpoint here. You name these, and I'll give you a little bit of time. Okay, go ahead and write the prefixes for these three. Write these in your notes, and write the prefix way to name them, and then we'll go through and do the stock system way too. I only got one more on the bottom, I believe. I don't know if I can get them all on at once. That's SCl6, and the bottom one is N2O3. Go ahead and copy those 4 questions down and name them using the prefix system. And then I will go over those and we'll do the stock system. Come back up to the top here. SCl6. I know that on my first word, I never use mono. Excuse me. On my first word, I never use mono, and it's just the word. So the prefix is going to be nothing. So it's going to be sulfur. I put the prefix on the second word with an IDE ending. So it's going to be 6. So what is 6? Hex, right? Hexa. So it's going to be hexachloride. Sulfur hexachloride. Now, when I'm doing the stock system of naming, all right, when I'm doing the stock system, I give these guys oxidation numbers. So I follow my oxidation rules, and I know that chlorine's going to have an oxidation number of -1. So what does that tell me my oxidation number for sulfur is going to be? 6. Okay? So sulfur is going to be +6. So as I write my stock system, I just simply write sulfur 6, which is Vi, and then the last is just going to be the IDE ending. So it's chloride. So I have sulfur 6 chloride is my stock system for naming SCl6. My second one there, P2O5. P2O5, prefix-wise, would be di, because there's 2 phosphorus. So it's diphosphorus pent oxide. Remember, a few of us had a problem yesterday with keeping that A for penta on the pentoxide. So diphosphorus pentoxide. When I assign oxidation numbers, is O a peroxide here? It is not. So O is going to take a -2. That's going to give me a total charge of -10. So what is my phosphorus oxidation number going to be? +5. So this is going to be phosphorus 5 oxide. Phosphorus 5 oxide. Any questions for me thus far? Okay. Why don't for the last two, okay, we'll do the prefixes. This one is CCl4, so I have carbon. I do not put mono on the first one. Carbon 4 is tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. And the last one is dinitrogen trioxide. And remember that we keep the I. The only ones we dump is the O and the A. We keep the I. But what I want you to do real quick is write, if you haven't already, go through and answer the stock systems for these two. Do the stock systems for these last two, and then I'll work them up here. Okay, so here, I need to get my oxidation numbers. -1 plus 4, correct? So I'm going to have carbon 4, and 4 is IV. Carbon 4 chloride. And finally, the bottom one, okay? Oxygen is not a peroxide, so it's -2. That gives me -6. Means it's +3. So I have nitrogen, Roman numeral 3, oxide. Now, the most common mistakes I see with these are that people mix the two, meaning they do both of them. So something like that last one right there, where they go wrong is they say nitrogen 3 trioxide. So they put a prefix in with the stock system. It's one or the other, folks. It's not doing both. Okay, it's either prefixes or stock systems. Don't mix, don't combine the two. Okay?